Hi, my name is Stephanie Palmblad, and I'm here to talk about women's worth. We as women are caregivers. We are the ones who worry about children's education. We are the ones who think about pets. We tend to be more likely to worry about making gifts to children and grandchildren. And statistically, as women, we will outlive our partners. So what does that mean for us? For us, it means we are the plan for other people, and we don't have a plan for ourselves. So it's so important for women to pause and take a moment to think about who will be there for you to help when you are incapacitated, who will be there for you to make medical decisions for you if you can't speak for yourself. So women's worth is really such an important moment to take a breath, make a plan so that you know when your time comes to need these tools, they will be there for you. So why estate planning? Why now? Conversations about incapacity and death are very hard. It's not a fun topic, and we understand that. But if you think about a car accident, you don't wait to put your seatbelt on until the moment of a crisis. It's too late. It's too late. You need to be planning ahead. Give yourself the peace of mind to know that you have someone who can snap into action for you to make medical decisions, someone who can snap into action for you to make financial decisions before a crisis strikes. Estate planning for me is about peace of mind of knowing what will happen next.
Hi, my name is Brenna Bauckham, and I am a certified financial planner with the H Group. And I'm here today to talk to you a little bit more about what Women's Worth is all about. This organization is one that really came about organically. So Collier Law, the H Group, and Willamette Valley Hospice all partner together in order to provide women with knowledge and tools in order to empower themselves for their plan for the future. It's important to me to be a part of Women's Worth because when we empower each other, we lift everyone up. We all rise. I'm a firm believer in the power of a financial plan, and I believe everyone should have one. Whether or not you have the means to work with a financial planner or not, you can gain some tools to point you in the right direction. There's no question that financial planning for women is different. We make less per hour than men, our male counterparts. We have less money going into Social Security, into our retirement savings. We're typically the caregivers for our kids or our parents, and we live longer. So less money to live longer. It's really important to get your arms around some tools that can help empower you on your financial plan forward so you're secure today and into the future. I firmly believe in building a financial plan that has a foundation of values that are important to you. So a lot of times we work with our client families to really dig deep on what these values are so that we know that the goals that we're setting and the things that we're saving for mean something. There's a lot higher likelihood that you're going to buy in to the changes that need to be made in life if it's for something you believe in. Like Stephanie said, we are typically the caregivers for our families. We are the ones staying home with our kids. We're the ones taking care of our parents. This time out of the workforce can really be detrimental to our financial plan if we don't have a framework in place to support it.
Hi, I'm Melissa Lindley. I'm the third member of the Women's Worth team. Women's Worth is so important to me because I really believe in empowering women to have all the tools that they need to plan ahead for the future. It's so common in our culture that we plan for these big life events and things like babies, weddings, graduations. These are really important life events, but sometimes we forget to plan for our later years. I work for Willamette Valley Hospice, and so every day I work with people that are nearing the end of their life. And I know that we can all be empowered to have the best end of life experience possible if we have the tools to plan ahead for it. Women are often the ones in families that will be in charge of making important medical decisions and in charge of providing care or arranging care for our family and friends that may have a serious illness or be facing the last years of their life. And because of that, it's really important that we know who to go to for those resources, that we can be that support to our family that we want to be and that we know that they trust us to be. And there are lots of tools available. And in Women's Worth, we really try to empower women to know about things like advance directives, to know the services that might be available to someone when they're facing an incurable illness, and to identify the supports that they could get and where to find them in the case that they're supporting a grieving friend or going through the grief and loss process themselves. It's something we'll all face, is serious illness and death, grief and loss. It's a part of our wonderful life, and it's not an easy part. But we can make it easier by planning ahead. And Women's Worth is here to help you find those tools to do just that.
So advice I would give to my younger self is that you will never feel like a grown-up. So the sooner that you can embrace a love of lifelong learning, the better off you're going to be.
I would love to take my younger self aside and say, read. Read more and read even more. I know you already love to read, but read what makes you uncomfortable. Reading is such a powerful tool to grow your perspective, step into someone else's shoes. If you find that you're uncomfortable when you're reading about something, that's growth. Embrace that growth, embrace the discomfort, and read.
If I could go back and give my younger self some advice, I would say don't be afraid to fail. It can be hard in the moment to face failure and be demoralizing. But in the long run, when you have perspective, you see that that's where we grow. And that's where we really learn to succeed because we learn perseverance.